What's going on, guys? This is Charity here, and today we're back with, guess what, another PPL NX battle. Little peek behind the curtain. This is my fourth game in 2 days, so we have been just grinding the draft league out. This is against Muffins, who we played in the PBA as well, and I've already dropped my pen. Good start. No Dozo, that's great. Because we have a setup Corviknight, so there's everything else sort of as expected. Didn't really expect the mismag, to be honest, but I'm also not too worried. Because I do have a Tinglu and a Grafaiai. Now, what I think he leads with, I think he might expect me to lead with the Ting and go with, like, Lucha and just U-turn out. I kind of want to just lead with Banded Slitherwing. If he goes Lucha, I think I switch into Corviknight. I will die to 2 Banded CCs, but that's kind of it. Alright. And then if he leads with anything else, I can just fire off a big ol' hit. Good luck, have fun. Let's see if he brings the Trick Florges again. That's what he brought in the PBA battle. Robin, what are you? That's the Florges. Speak of the devil. Now, do we live in Moonblast? We might, because we're stupid. We don't. Wait, no, wrong set. Wrong set. Slitherwing. We'll live a Moonblast. And Flareblitz should just kill. Do I have any reason not to just click Flare Blitz? Like, that's if it's offensive. I think my safer play is to U-turn and scout. Yeah, so we are faster. That does a good chunk, like 30% or so. So it looks like max HP, potentially. It looks like max HP, max defense. I'm going to go right into my Grafaiai here. Honestly, I probably should have just gone Corvi there, but I thought the trick might be coming. Get fucking wrecked. He's tricky bar. So, in case you didn't watch my PBA game, I brought Tricky Barb Deoxys and tricked his Florges, and then we tricked back immediately. So Florges is now at half and has a Black Sludge. This is quite funny. So Switcheroo is still useful on this. I'm just going to go for it, because if he stays in, then... Yeah, so now we trick the Sticky Barb onto something else. Alucard, what's that? So Florges can no longer switch into anything. Get this on the Gliscor as well. Do we take its Toxic Orb? Man, Switcheroo putting in the work. Yeah, and get its Toxic Orb. So Gliscor is now way less of a threat than it used to be. I am going to Parting Shot out here. And just go into my Corviknight. This thing should be running Fire Fang for me, but if it isn't, then we just hardwall it, and if it's like SD, then I think I actually beat it 1v1 with Bulk Up. I'll then not have the Ockerberry for Moth, but that's alright. We'll see what he wants to go for. Just the knockoff. Okay, well we lost that anyway. Do I have any reason not to Bulk Up? I don't think so. He switches out. So Gliscor is whittled heavily. If we can get a Spike Up, we're in a really good spot. There's the Moth. Well, that's a shame. Now, because I doubt we live a Fiery Dance. If I just Brave Birded there, it would have been a really good spot. 347. I really doubt we do. That was what the Ockerberry was for, but you never know. You never know. If he's like, max special attack, because Brave Bird should Oko this. Yeah, we've lost our Okaberry, so there's no way we live. I just go into Ting. This thing's still useful for a lot of stuff. And if he sets up, we just click EQ. We know he's not Balloon. He should be Boots. Yeah, he just goes for Fiery Dance. Let's scout out this damage. It does... Is that a crit? He does get the special attack boost. It might just be Specs. Because that did a lot of damage. Let's see, 147 is a max roll for max special attack. We took about 170, so that's definitely a boosting item. Might just be Specs. No, Specs would have done more. Oh no, that's a +1. So we do live one. I don't see a reason not to Earthquake here. Like, he should switch, but I can't really afford to fuck around with Iron Moth. And we'll get our lefties back. Yeah, there's this thing. Spike would have been nice, but not necessary at this stage. Florges and this are getting super worn down, which is good. If we can just get some chip on the Goodra, then the Walking Wake in Sun plan goes hard. I go back into Corviknight here and just use it as a pivot. He should U-turn, if he has it. Stealth throw. That's alright. Is that alright? It's not great. It's not the worst. So he's got Rocks and Knockoff. So he probably doesn't have Toxic. Do I double here, expecting... I mean, he probably just U-turns. If I just Brave Bird, that gets really good damage on the Moth. Or Miss Mag. Whatever else might want to come in. Puts him in range of other stuff. There's the Moth. Solid 2-shot. This thing's still useful. That's in range of a first impression now, I'm pretty sure. We just go back into Ting. Hope he doesn't get the special attack boost, I think. We might live anyway because we're a fucking Ting-Lu. He just U-turns. Okay. Definitely want that spike up. Because if we have rocks, this thing just dies now. That would have been real nice. But we went for spikes instead because I assumed this thing just had to be boots. It's almost worth staying in on most things to get a spike. Genjutsu, that's got to be Hawlucha, right? Ooh, this thing. Now, we don't have do we have Whirlwind? I forget. Yeah, we do have Whirlwind, so I'm just going to get up a spike. It could be like Sub-Willow. Trick. Stop tricking my mons! And now I've got a Choice Scarf, Ting-Lu. That's alright, honestly. I mean, it's not ideal. So many tricks this game. I need to bear in mind I've got a Toxic Orb on the Grafaiai as well, so that can... I mean, there's nothing it really wants to switch it onto except for this. Do I just get up a second spike? Do I need a second spike? Yeah, why not? He switches out. He didn't bring removal. Oh, I could have the Hawlucha, to be fair, which is there. But if I force him to defog away my rocks, that's good. Go Gadget, Corviknight. Where are you? Right down the bottom. I think Corviknight probably dies to 2 here, but that is what it is. We can scatter what investment it is. If it goes to close combat, then we can get in the Sinister, live with the Cobra Berry and kill it back. Defog, perfect. So he had rocks on the Gliscor. He's got defog on the Hawlucha. I'm gonna roost here. Actually, that might have been a misplay. I maybe should have just Brave Birded. I don't think he's going to go into Moth again. I showed I was willing to Brave Bird on the switch. I reckon he has to go out into Gliscor. Surely you don't go Moth. Don't show me the Moth. Robin. Okay, cool. That's fine. Now, what item did this have? Black Sludge? I think I could just go back into Grafaiai here. If he has the Psychic move, I mean, it's weird for him to bring the Psychic move. I don't think he does, to be honest. But he might bring it just for this, but he could Wish up here. Yeah, he just goes for Wish. Gonna Parting Shot. See what he decides to heal up. Probably the Moth. Yeah. And Fortnite. Now, Walking Wake, do you live a Specs Iron Moth hit? At neutral. Probably not. No, I wouldn't leave a Sludge Wave. God damn. I mean, it's at -1 though. Yeah, at -1 we should live anything. Is it worth burning that much on Wake just for this? When I've got a Choice Scarf Tinglu to go into? I think I just go Ting again. He's going to get his health back. At some point I need to start putting some pressure on his team. Do I just Ruination? Thing is, Ruination will guarantee this thing can keep attacking. I get a Spike up, I think. He goes Hawlucha. If he defogs, he defogs. So now I get a free switch into Corviknight at full health. Lag is starting to catch up to me. Honestly, you should U-turn here. But I have no real reason not to go into Corvi. Goes for defog. Okay, now we get to click Brave Bird and do some damage to something. Or do we double? Because he just raw switched last time. I think I might need to double to start applying some pressure. But the problem is, what do I double into to deal with the Moth? Losing my Occa Berry on this was real bad. you don't leave a Specs Fiery Dance. I'm just going to break bird and get my damage. That way at least if I get... I mean, if I get the sun up, it dies anyway. There's the moth. That does a lot. I think we just go Ting. So now... he can just click Fiery Dance and it will do a lot. If it gets the boost, it might kill. Yeah, it gets the boost. But then we just go into the old thingamajig and click First Impression and get a kill. We'll click Spike in case he decides to switch out. But no, that should just kill me after the boost. Oh. We live. Amazing. If I just EQ'd there, that would have been so good. This thing is the biggest threat to my team. Should have clicked... Does that mean it's not? Because we're at like 2 something. Does that mean it's not Specs? I've been calculating wrong this whole time. Yeah, no, that is Specs. That's Specs. That's fine. Hello, sir. Show me your first impression switch-ins now that Glycol is so heavily weakened. Could be Holy Cho, honestly, to get the defog off. Do I make the ballsy play? He is at +2. First impression is so obvious. How much are we doing to a Holy Cho? Like, we don't live a Fiery Dance. We just died a Fiery Dance. If that happens, then I'm in real strife. But, like, Flare Blitz would just about kill the Lucha. I'm gonna U-turn. Okay. He goes into this, that's fine. Doesn't quite kill, but it'll die to Barb. That's a crit. Okay, that's fine. So what do I go into to not allow the whole Lucha in for free? Because if I can keep that whole Lucha off the field now, do I just go this? This brings in the Gudra, and I think that's what I want. Gudra or Miss Mag. So if I go Wake... Wake should live 1 from Lucha. That brings in the Gudra as well. I'm gonna go with Wake. I'm going to cap that as a kill to Grafaiai. Iron Moth KOs Ting Bulu. No, he doesn't know that this thing isn't scarfed. It's important to note. So he shouldn't go Moth here. And he shouldn't go Lucha. Now, we did not EV to speed creep this. I don't think. Maybe we did. I'm just going to flip turn. I think we did. And I'm going to go into Grafaiai. That Gudra, the fact that he hasn't pivoted into it at all annoys me. Dazzling Gleam, yeah, it does nothing. Now, he's got Florges, Iron Moth, Gudra, Horlucha. Let's count that damage actually first. From the Wake onto Miss Magius. So it looks like it's probably max HP. I'm just going to Parting Shot. Alright, this is what we wanted. We wanted the spike up, we wanted to force pivots. Snail Power, there's the Gudra. That's what we wanted to see. So we can get a spiked chip on it. After a second spike, it won't be able to take Draco into low kick unless it's got like defensive AV. And I just go into my Slitherwing on this every day of the week. It does have the mismatch, but I don't need to kill this thing, I just need damage. So how much is the Flare Blitz doing? Probably still a lot. I mean, this is a banded Slitherwing. Banded Flare Blitz still puts this in range. And then everything would be in range of Hydro Steam in the sun. Just gonna click Flare Blitz. Cool. He does stay in, so he'll probably take us out. Oh, we get a crit. Get a nasty, nasty crit. I have once again lost my pen. That for sure mattered. I'm really sorry, Muffins. That for sure mattered. And he probably just got the kill on me then with like Flamethrower. Oh, it would have done like half. My aim was just to put this in range of Walking Wake. So there's no Gudra. If he goes Lucha, I just stay in and click Blitz. In comes the Moth. We preserve this. It should live spikes, it looks like, yeah. Alright, choose our sack. I need Wake, I need Grafaiai. What's Corviknight doing for me? It pivots into Horlucha. But I'd rather have the Cobra Berry for Horlucha, so we're just going to sack Corviknight here. Because then I think we just bring in Wake if he doesn't. Yeah, he goes for Dazzling Gleam anyway. I'm just going to Brave Bird in case he tries to risk the switch into Lucha. Yeah. Probably sacking Florges, if I had to guess. Yeah. That's fine. And then he goes Horlucha after this. To get rid of the spike. Alright, we're in a good spot. We've whittled down his resources really, really well. In comes the Mismag. I mean, you're at what? 62.5%-ish? Honestly, I might just stay in. Because, like, max HP? Looks like we should live. You could have Mystical Fire, which will probably kill. I'm just going to Brave Bird. I was sacking this, so he goes for Shadow Ball. Doesn't kill. Double down here would be ideal. Alright. We live. It's fine. In comes this thing. So we die to whatever it wants to go for now. He just CCs. Now, do we see an unburdened Proc at all? Yeah. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, we're so close to the end game as well. Oh, that's gonna be such a pain to recreate. Okay, guys, so I had DC'd with Muffins, as you would have just seen, after he got a close combat kill with the Hawlucha. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to live comm the showdown recreation we had to do because it was such a pain. Obviously, that game went for quite a while, so I have the post-comm of the result here. So basically, we saw the Hawlucha go for close combat, take out our Corviknight, and then get its Unburden active with the White Herb. Now, you will be seeing my side of the team thing, like my team preview, and you'll see Corviknight still alive. Well, basically, to shortcut it, we've just gone things that pretend dead. So, for reference, I should say, Muffins has the Iron Moth, which dies to a Spike Switch in, and then this Hawlucha at full health with Unburden procced. We still had the Walking Wake, the Grafaiai, Sinister, and Slitherwing. So we had a little bit of chip on the Slitherwing from Flebit's recoil on the Goodra. We had a little bit of chip and a Toxic Orb on the Grafaiai, which I didn't actually accurately recreate because it was getting messy, it was getting late, and Muffin said he didn't care about the Grafaiai being at full health and with the wrong item. He didn't think it would affect anything. I triple checked, and he said he was okay to keep playing with it. So we went with that. So with the Unburden procced and Hawlucha having gone for close combat, I was at the range of health where Grafaiai was going to live one. So my play was always to go into Grafaiai and encore this Hawlucha into close combat. And then if he switches out into the Iron Moth, it dies, and if he stays in, then I get in my Sinister for free. So I just parting shot out, because if he switched out, then I could stay in with Grafaiai anyway and get a hit off of some kind, and get into my Sinister. So now it's at -1. I decided to just go for Shadow Ball in case he decided to stay in. He was at -1 there. Probably could have calm-minded, but I wasn't too worried. I do have that Cobra Berry intact. So in comes this Hawlucha again. I'm just going to Shadow Ball as this Hawlucha goes for Swords Dance. Again, I do have the Grafaiai in the back, so I can parting shot this thing down. He goes for dual Wing Beat, which I wasn't expecting. So the first one obviously procs the Cobra Berry, but Sinister is just bulky enough to live that second hit as well. And I need to either get the roll on the Shadow Ball, or then I just revenge with my Slitherwing anyway. I don't get the roll with the 2 Shadow Balls. It was a roll to kill. I don't remember exactly how much, but either way, Sinister's going to go down here, that Cobra Berry coming in clutch, and then we can just go into Slitherwing and click First Impression. As long as the thing doesn't have Protect, we should be good, and it doesn't. So First Impression, able to clean up there, and then that's the end of the game. So we claim a 3-0 win, because that Corviknight was dead, against Muffins, which leaves us at 4-1 for the first stage, with a pretty good differential as well, with our only loss being a 1-0, and a couple of nice big wins in there. So that means we will be progressing to the gold bracket of the playoff stage, I don't know who that's going to be against just yet, but you will see a video uploaded for that at some point for the first round of 16. My first ever playoff game in draft, which is cool because I used to play PPL, which was just a best of the season kind of format. So yeah, really loving this Sun team. It's done pretty well for me so far. Unfortunately, DCs keep happening, but I think I figured out my internet issues now. Just have to hotspot off my phone, which is fan-fucking-tastic, isn't it? But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Later.